call of the forest is quite a marvel of majestic beauty and seductiveness. I mean, you can get lost in all its wonder. But I sought off to find a place of refuge in this vastness of pine bark and flowing leaves, our own personal paradise. Now listen, I do not have much experience hunting these early season deer. I mean, these bastards don't even have much fat on them, and we only can kill does, so we have to be very vigilant when hunting these big mamas. But there is one creature that I wanted in this vastness of pine bark and grass, and that, my friends, would change our adventure. Okay, fellas, we're out here for early season doe. Now, there are some big mamas around this joint. I mean, some absolute big heifers. And fellas, we're aiming to kill one tonight. Now, we're gonna be checking cameras, you know, scouring out where these big mamas are. But fellas, we're also gonna be doing another thing, checking to see where the big heifer bucks are. But besides that, fellas, it's time for the search to begin. So, fellas, we have to be very careful because at any moment we can jump one of these big heifers up from their little beds. But if that case happens, and if she's still standing, we have to quietly set down our premium camera and whip out ourselves our Mason shotgun and start blasting downrange, and hopefully we'll knock her down. But we just gotta make down these trails slow. Keep our eyes peeled. Okay, it is a nice crispy 85 degrees today. I mean, if we shoot a deer, fellas, just to be honest, it's gonna be a disaster trying to find the thing because, one, we're gonna be on the clock because we have to find this thing before it rots out on us. Two, the mosquitoes are gonna be horrible. I mean, they're already horrible right now. But fellas, we just need to crack down, find ourselves our big heifer doe, and then succeed. Okay, fellas, we're walking down this trail now. I just checked one of my cameras, and there is a mounter. In my book, personally, he is quite the voluptuous heifer, and he's there on this trail pretty much at the same time. So, fellas, we gotta keep that in mind. But now, we gotta get the big heifer mama. We saw ourselves a big fat mama on the camera, but that was a few days ago, and that does not do us any good now because we can't shoot it, obviously. So the hunt must continue. But now we just gotta find ourselves a nice spot to lounge, just sit there for a while, and hopefully the magic will begin. Fellas, as I stated, we are gonna find ourselves a nice place to lounge. I mean, we need to lounge out because, fellas, patience is key. Patience is key to everything, especially when it comes to smacking down a big, voluptuous doe. But fellas, without further ado, we need to find ourselves a nice lounging tree. Fellas, I do have to state this. The mosquitoes are horrible. I shouldn't be waving my hands around like an idiot, but still they're horrible. Sadly, obviously there's been nothing yet. But fellas, we're gonna give about 20 more minutes, and we're gonna start putting the mustard, the heat on these bastards. But without further ado, fellas, I'll see y'all when hopefully we see something. Fellas, this looks pretty deer-like to me. I mean, look at this joint. Looks quite seductive if I was a deer. That's pretty old. We need to look for some fresh stuff, if you're catching my drift. Old one. Huh. Definitely signs of deer being here recently, but no big heifer bucks. Oh! Oh! The hunt is on. Ow. Go. Now, fellas, we only can shoot those. So if this is the buck, I'm gonna just cry out over a tree. Well, if it's a doe, kapow! If I do say so myself. You have to wait, because I think they're still standing over there. And we don't obviously want to chase them off. This is a matter of waiting. Okay, fellas. We just got select. I mean, them damn does. I think they were does, because there's two of them. Well, it could have been bugs, but I'm just gonna assume those does because we never got to see them again because they just licked us like I just said. I mean, they waited until my back was turned, then they made a bolt for it. Slippery bastards. But now, we know where they're living. We're gonna find ourselves a nice secluded spot because they're in here, and maybe, hopefully, we can get ourselves a nice, voluptuous doe. Feeling good about this spot. Seems pretty deer-like. Alright, fellas. Those ones are officially gone, obviously. But I'm gonna be, getting into the thicker stuff. So this big old camera is gonna have to go back in the backpack because no way in hell is this lovely piece of equipment is gonna survive that. So without any further ado, it is now officially GoPro time. Okay, fellas. We did not see more deer. I think we scared the only 2 heifers in the woods tonight. Fret not, fellas. We're gonna be going out tomorrow with one of my good buddies, Patrick, and hopefully then, fellas, we'll be killing some deer. Fellas, we have made quite the drastic climate change. I mean, we went from a nice, humid swamp full of damn mosquitoes, and we went to a more arid, flat, grassy land type deal where we can see these bastards coming a long ways away and prepare, smack it down quick, or fellas, take our time. Patrick has a deer in the trail vicinity. He's gonna go try and get it right now. But I'm staying put because I don't want to scare it. You smoker? Yeah.
Well, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm living free, I ain't got
Bird then. Patrick absolutely slayed this one. I mean, that is a fabulous looking doe. Now, fellas, sadly, the rest of the deer was a little bit too rough for YouTube standards, so we sadly could not show it, but it was a fabulous night. I mean, we got ourselves the big mama, or sorry, let me rephrase that. Patrick got himself the big mama doe, but fellas, this was a resounding success. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to see your last hunting video down here. Of course, you guys want to see your last deer hunting video down here. Besides that, I'll see y'all next video. See ya!